welcome back to another episode of The Weekly Brief. My name is Brianna, and this week I will be bringing you the latest coverage and developments on the news. A lot of breaking news to get into. I want to start with Capitol Hill, where Democrats are scrambling to finalize President Biden's Build Back Better plan. President Biden wants the Democrats to finalize the deal today. However, there are still some unresolved issues between progressive and moderates on the social safety net package in terms of what should remain on the bill or what to remove. Democrats agreed to drop paid family and medical leave after moderate Democrat Senator Joe Manchin raised objections to it, which is a blowback for progressives and President Biden. Senate Democrats revealed a new proposal to tax billionaires to help fund the social spending plan. The new tax would apply to the nation's wealthiest 700 people who have at least $1 billion in assets or $100 million in income for 3 years. Senator Manchin criticized the proposal, saying to reporters that he doesn't like the connotation of targeting different people. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is aiming for a vote on the bill today. More than 500,000 customers are out of power after the season's first nor'easter storm strengthened into a bomb cyclone in the Northeast on Tuesday. The powerful system brought wind gusts up to 97 miles per hour to coastal areas of Massachusetts. Top rainfall totals around the Northeast and New England were 4 through 5 inches. For parts of New Jersey, that's about a month's worth of rain in a single day. 18 million people remained under flood and wind alerts in the region. In the South, 13 million people are at risk for severe storms in Southeast Texas, Southern Louisiana, Southern Alabama and Mississippi, and the Western Florida Panhandle. Investigators believe that a leading projectile that was fired by the actor Alec Baldwin on the set of a movie called Rust that killed a cinematographer and wounded the director was a live round. Among the 600 pieces of evidence collected from the set are a Colt revolver, authorities believed fired from the fatal shot, the spent shell casing, and 500 rounds of ammunition, including possible additional live rounds. The lead projectile was recovered from Joel Souza, the director of the movie. The evidence will be sent to the FBI for further analysis. The Santa Fe County Sheriff said that it's too early to comment on possible criminal charges. Baldwin is cooperating with the investigation and called the shooting a tragic accident last week. Federal workplace investigators have begun speaking with the Rust crew, according to a letter sent out to workers from the production company. Producers have also hired a legal team to conduct its own investigation. CDC says that a fourth shot may be possibly for immunocompromised people. According to their guidelines, it states that moderately and severely immunocompromised people ages 18 and over may get a fourth shot at least 6 months after receiving the third dose of the vaccine. Meanwhile, FDA is weighing whether to grant emergency authorization use for the Pfizer vaccine in children's ages 5 to 11 after the advisory panel recommends it on Tuesday. If FDA and CDC signs off, vaccinations for roughly 28 million children could begin early next month. A judge in Wisconsin insisted that the 3 men that were killed by Kyle Rittenhouse during a protest last year can only be labeled as either rioters, looters, or arsonists, and not victims. The decision was among the ground rules, and the trial is expected to begin on November 1st. 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse was charged with homicide and attempted homicide after he fatally shot 3 people during the protest following a shooting of Jacob Blake, a black man who was shot by a white police officer. Rittenhouse has pleaded not guilty to all charges and is currently free on bond. And that is all for this week's coverage. You can check back next week's weekly brief where I will be bringing you the latest coverage and developments on the news. Don't forget to subscribe to MIC's YouTube channel and turn on those notifications so you won't miss out. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. This is Brianna Nibs, and you're watching The Weekly Brief.